to the next person. Because I ain't know.
Damn.
I ain't know. Look, we don't do that just in friendships, with our relationships, with our kids, with our spouses, you know, with our significant others. It'd be like secret tests that we be giving them that they don't know nothing about, and then what?
and then they fail it, and we be done.
Right.
Oh my goodness. That falls right into the bullet where communicate what you want, because if you don't know what I want, you don't know to give it to me. And that's what any relationship. And I can attest to the fact I'm a poor communicator. Like, I overthink so much in my damn head. I done came up with a whole scenario, a solution to it. What didn't happen because you ain't do what I wanted you to do. And I got mad all over again in my head and said, fuck it, and ain't say nothing. Meanwhile, you over here like, same thing you said. The fuck wrong was right? Because I done overthought this whole scenario and then came up with some bullshit. Well, I don't want to fuck with you no more.
Right. I'm over here trying to play 2K, and now you over here throwing dishes around. What the hell going on? Like, what I did? I did something? Let me know. Let me know what I did. You know, you just be like, you know what the fuck you did. And really, I don't.
Right, man.
Yeah.
That communication, man. I'm working on it. That's
a lot.
Oh, sorry. That's my alarm to take my meds, but I took them before we started.
Oh, okay.
So that I wouldn't forget.
I don't know if you remember that back when this was a love and hip hop couple, Mandisi and Yandy.
Okay, when he said
he don't know if he would have been able to wait the time if she had to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, at that point in time, I was just like, because she was expecting him. She was expecting her from him. Y'all didn't have this conversation before y'all went to jail. I'm sure you just assumed it. We married, and I'm about to go to jail, do this bid. I need you to hold me down. Your definition of hold me down and my definition of hold me down may be two definitions of hold me down.
That part.
And if you going to jail, and I may be saying, I'm gonna make sure your commissary's straight. I'm gonna make sure I write you. I'm gonna make sure I'm there at visits. But I'm gonna be making sure I'm putting some dicks down at the same process, honey.
Thank you.
You out there for 5 years, but I'm just letting you know my version will hold you down and your version will hold you down. Maybe two different versions. So now you mad at me for being honest, because I don't know if I would have been able to do that. What you want me to do? Lie?
I have issues with the waiting on jail thing, period. Like, why should I go to jail with you? The judge broke us up. Like, that is not my fault that you chose to commit a crime. Like, I didn't do it with you. Why do I have to suffer? Like, of course I'm going to support you. But for me to be walking around with an attitude, because I can't get no dick because you're in jail.
For 5 years.
For 5 years.
With my husband, he like, but when I ain't fucking, that's a choice. You in jail, my nigga.
I mean, but there's no women. There's no women in jail. So fuck all that. The judge broke us up. I'm not waiting. I'm not, like, I love you. I will make sure I'll come visit you. I won't be disrespectful with it, but I'm also not going to put my life on hold because you choose to do something that got you put in jail for years with an S on the end. Not one, but with an S. Like, that means multiple. That first year I might be all right. You know, I might, no, actually, no, fuck that. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. Like, we don't have to come to an agreement or something, or.
But then that's the communication. I'm sure that conversation was not had before you went in there. Came out and said that. It's just like, hold up. You can't go back. You can't erase it. There ain't no restart button. You did some time with him. You know, like, whatever. Hold up. What you mean? I mean, exactly that. I don't know if I would have been able to do the same thing.
Sis was out here getting maced, okay? Out here protesting for you. But he was honest, though. Like, what you wanted him to lie? He was honest. Like,
this is me. This is who I am. That's it. So, I mean, don't expect, if Danny, you go get in jail, don't expect me.
So the question goes, I wonder if she knew that would be his answer and didn't have the conversation beforehand. Because it's not like she just met this dude and you've been with him. So you know him. Like y'all lived together. You know him. You know him better than anybody. So I wonder if you knew and just chose to assume that he was going to hold you down like how you would hold him down. That's some man.
Right. Like expecting you from other people. Like, come on now.
It's a setup.
What we doing.
Yeah. It's a setup for failure because it just is. It's a whole setup. And I have to be better about not expecting it. Like, I just can't, it ain't no other me. So how can I expect me from somebody else? That's just it. It just ain't. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know.
Communication, like I said, you're setting everybody up for failure. And I've seen people actually post that on social media, like, oh, I put my husband through a test, or I put my boyfriend through a test, and they fail in every moment. A test they don't know nothing about. That we study for it. You know what I mean? Like,
how was I supposed to know?
You know, how am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to pass this test? Like, I don't know. Accept people for who they are. And you'd be a lot better off.
It's so hard. It's just a lot.
It definitely is.
like I'm just sitting here like all the people down let go because they didn't do what I expected them to do. Well, that wasn't the whole reason, but it was probably it was probably a lot of it. They probably deserved it.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that from their point of view, it would probably be like, dang, watching what I did. You know, like what I did.
Bro, the more I go to therapy, the more I be asking myself, like, bitch, are you an asshole? Yes. I see it. I see it. Every time I say this, my little spiel at the end of the episode, I'd be like, bitch, you're talking about you. You a whole asshole in these streets. Like, I just am. Like, that's why I go to therapy.
Right. We're working on it. Shoot. Anybody expecting change overnight. We're working on it.
Yeah.
But that has been one of my biggest reveals during my healing process is to stop expecting myself from other people. And then, like you said, putting yourself out there more with the expectations of, or without even realizing that it's with the expectations of, you know, it coming back to you. So I was having this conversation saying how I always try to live by do unto others as you want done unto you, right? So if I'm doing it onto you as I want done onto me, then I'm not expecting you to necessarily do it for me. But it may come back for me anyway, is how I think. It may come back karma good wise for my kids, for their kids, or whatever people around them and good people in their life, as opposed to assholes. Assholes or whatever.
It's
so
true.
Like, why would you do that for that person? They wouldn't even do it for you. But it's just like, I understand you wouldn't do it for me, or they wouldn't do it for me, but there's somebody that would do it for me, or there's somebody that may do it for my kids, and so forth and so on. So I'm putting that good energy out there just for good energy to be covered on my family. So then you're putting it out there like that. But it's like, bitch, if I was sitting there watching your kids from dusk to dawn and you ain't never even babysat my kid. Expecting. Because you never asked me to watch your kid. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference.
Yeah. You ain't offer.
Yeah.
That's something you just said, just really like hit a point as far as like, I forgot it. But a lot of times I'd be like, I'm not doing that for them because they wouldn't do it for me. And so something my therapist said, she like we had a whole conversation about that statement because I legit was on some old, I'm not doing that for them. They wouldn't do it for me. And then she was like, well, why? And she was like, well, why? And picking, and it boils down to like, I'm still angry about certain things. And so the anger comes out and I'm not going above and beyond. I'm not helping because they wouldn't help me. And it boils that back to forgiveness. And so she was like, you got to forgive and learn to let things go. So this is like, I got a lot of issues that I did not realize that I had. Like, so that forgiveness is one too, because I have to forgive people that don't give me me. Mm-hmm. And I have to learn how to move on from people that don't give me me. Like, man, bro, this is a whole session.
Yes, that's what I said. That's one of my biggest reveals, because it's like, I gotta accept you for who you are, because it's going to create anxiety in me, worry in me. I'm gonna be all stressed out and pissed off and angry about the fact that somebody else is not giving me. No, I'm gonna take you for what you're giving me, and if I deem necessary for you to be in my circle, then I'll categorize you accordingly. That's all. Right. I know that I can talk to you about deep depth shit about whatever hell marriage stuff, but I know I'm not gonna be able to talk to maybe my best friend up north. It's like, okay, I can categorize where I can pull from, or what I can give out, because I'm not expecting me again, right? Other people, because it's just like you said, you'll get into that mindset of, you ain't doing it for me, so why I'm doing it for you. It's just like, my brother never reaches out to my kids for happy birthday, blah 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 blah. I've never missed a text, happy birthday, such and such, happy birthday, blah blah blah. But that's just me. That's right. And at the end of the day, that's my relationship with, like you said, my nieces and nephews. If his relationship is not meaning nothing to him but his nieces and nephews, does that mean now I'm like, I ain't reaching out to your kids because you ain't reaching out to mine? Fuck that.
Right. Man.
Put you in that whole, like, damn, I'm such an asshole because you're an asshole. So, we gonna asshole together, like, no, I'm not doing that.
And it's just a revolving circle of assholeness. Right. It's a lot.
Once I stop doing that, I feel like I'm at more peace. But like you said, because it's not like you digging more to put more on your plate. Because you like going above and beyond, like, oh my God, I gotta help this person, or oh my God, I gotta whatever. I just feel like I don't even, when somebody's like, oh, you heard about, nope, I sure didn't.
Same. I sure
didn't. And guess what? I've been at peace not knowing. And so, I certainly don't want to know now. Don't even tell me. Like, it don't have nothing to do with me. You like it, I love it. At the end of the day.
Right.
It is
nothing,
what it is.
Like, it's nothing to do with me.
Yeah, like, I haven't heard about that. And I'm not picking up that energy to hear about it. You want to sit in that stressful world? You do that. But I'm not doing that. No, I got enough going on here on my plate right now to add more shit to it. No, I'm not doing that.
Exactly. That protecting your energy is so important. I couldn't tell you the last time I watched the news. Like, I haven't watched the news, I want to say maybe like 2-3 years. Like, because it's just so depressing. And then you wonder why your day all messed up early on, because you didn't watch the news before you went to work, and then learned about all the chaos, because they can't never seem to report good news. And so now you done carry that shit all with you. Oh, damn.
All day. I don't know. I done felt drained so many times after the whole black boys or black men getting gunned down. I'm like, look, I need to call him black. Because, like, at this point in time, if I got to see another news report, it was weighing on me so much. It's like, they ain't killing your son. I understand that, but it could very well be my son, and that shit is just draining. Like, so yeah, I haven't watched it either. I get the news articles every now and then again on Facebook, but scroll, unless I'm clicking on it to get the whole whatever is going, scroll.
Yeah. Certainly, yeah. I stopped talking on the phone on my way to work too. Like, well, unless it's Yassine, but other than that, I gotta be careful about the conversation that I'm drawn into, because it's just like, it's heavy, and I don't be wanting to seem all anti, but no, I'm protecting my energy and my peace by not engaging in certain conversations, certain problems that are not mine to solve. I'm not engaging. Like, I just.
Right. Do you find that now with you doing that? Because I found, like, with me now doing that, not only it's not, I don't get a lot of